That is bad. Why are we losing this much money right now? I cannot tell you. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Planet Zoo then, with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our little zoo out here. In the last episode, we left off having taken care of a few more things in this park, including a bunch of SKP antelopes, which hopefully are not once more going to jump these fences up, as we've kind of worked on those a bit. And we have to take into account a bit more today, even than we did the last time, the financial situation in the zoo, because we're down to $6,000 at this point. Which is no money whatsoever. We just need to make sure to get some more money rolling in for ourselves. And an antelope is about to mate, which is beautiful, which is awesome. More small antelopes, which is always great. But what we need is probably some more shops, some more ways of income to actually get even more money from our visitors and, well, hopefully get the park a bit more into a somewhat stable financial situation. Now the question is, where in the world are we going to go and place these shops? We've got a big cluster down here already. I originally wanted to place a set of shops like out here or out there, and then maybe another set up here with the bears. Now we do only really have 7,000 bucks, which, as far as I remember, one of these shops costs like $5 grand, so we're kind of limited on what we can and cannot afford, and we'll really carefully have to choose here what we go for. I think food and drinks should probably be the main concern for the time being. I mean, toilets would also be nice, but I suppose we wouldn't need another set of toilets out here, given that those are not all too far away. Information doesn't seem to be too crowded. I think that is fine. And, well, we've got double chief beefs there, double drink shops. So I think, well, these are actually $2.5 grand, so we can afford a few of these. What I think we will do is we will leave the merchandise shop out of the picture for now. We'll put down a food shop just out here. Or actually, maybe we will put the food shop just out there. We will put the drinks shop just out there then. And then we'll leave some space for some souvenirs in the middle here that we can hopefully take care of soon. Now, these shops, I hope some people are going to go to. I mean, these are still very heavily crowded, so, you know, should serve as alternatives to people, I hope. We did, I think, work on prices already the last time, and already also make sure to sync them, if I remember correctly, which indeed we did, so that should be fine and done. And we're low on cash, of course, because we just invested a bunch of money into this. You can already see first bunch of guests going to get themselves some drinks. So those shops should hopefully soonish be somewhat successful. Now, what we will also have to do is shield this stuff here off, because visitors don't like to see that. The issue just being I don't really have the money for that right now, so we'll need to wait for a tad bit of income to come our way. That said, we're getting a steady inflow of money, so that's beautiful. I think, how crowded is the souvenir shop we've got out here? It's actually not too crowded, to be fair. There's a few people waiting, but it's really not too crowded, so maybe we will not get one place down just yet. I'm not quite sure what we've got going for research, in fact, because technically we should be able to research things in here too. I never looked back at this. Oh no. Okay, well, we've got a new world theme, which is beautiful and all, but what we will want to do is get a new kind of souvenir shop researched. So we'll do that, and that way then hopefully have a new kind, and we'll go and place that down instead. I mean, I've got the new world stuff a bit researched at least, so that's something. But yeah, that should hopefully work out, and then we'll place that once we have that all done. Now, up here, I'm not quite sure where in the world we would want to place these shops, because I'm kind of a bit worried, you know. It doesn't really seem like the bears are attracting too many visitors, which I am thinking maybe also due to the fact that we don't have any transportation offers around the park. So maybe that is something that we should get going. I'm not sure that we have any research just yet, or if so, where in the world we would be able to build these here. Okay, we've got a riverboat and we've got a monorail. So the monorail we could get going, like somewhere out here, maybe ferry people around the park somewhat. Maybe a good idea, to be honest. I mean, it's going to be a lot of an investment, and we don't have the money right now, but maybe that's something for the near future to take care of, just so people actually go up here. Because I feel like currently, this is very, very poorly visited. So maybe we can have a train station like right here eventually. I think the shops we are going to place up there for now. We do not have any bins or benches up there too, which may kind of add to the issue. But let's go. We'll go and place 2 shops anyways. We'll also have to probably do some employee management after all this shop building. But we'll take care of 2 shops. Probably one right here. I probably eventually want to have a path through here, so we're going to leave that unblocked. We will have a food shop out there. Ideally, so we don't... Yeah, something like that-ish. And we'll go through here with the path, basically. Cool. That's that. That's the shops down. We've got 2k left. Don't think I'm going to place a souvenir shop for the time being. I feel there's just too little traffic up there. So we will have to see now about the monorail then, potentially. Not quite sure how we're going to do that. But we should somewhat get that going. Now, a base for this thing seems to be only 270 bucks. So maybe we can start like that. The issue is here where I wanted to place it. I cannot. So maybe we go and place that like here. Can we sink this into the ground? No, not really. Okay. We will maybe want to build something around that eventually. I would ideally and really not like a monorail, but the thing is, researching some new stuff is going to take longer. You know, a train like that would be way cooler in my opinion for this sort of park, to be fair. Maybe. I mean, the thing is, all of our mechanics are really, I think, covering one area of the park. Let's double check that if we do have a spare, but I don't think we do. So, I mean, more research is kind of not too possible. Or we just fast forward real quick and wait for this guy to be done with the souvenir shops. I'm not exactly sure how long it would take. In the meanwhile, we would get a bit of money in order to be able to afford the monorail at least, which would be nice. You can see that our overall financial balance is starting to be a lot more positive though, so that's something quite good, I would say. We're not really making huge amounts of money, but we are making money, which is the important bit in my opinion. Just when I say that, we're not making money anymore. That is bad. Why are we losing this much money right now? I cannot tell you. If we have another look back at our finances, we can check, well, maybe last year, except for purchases. So, ongoing expenses, I mean, staff wages, yeah, fair, are quite high. We can't do much about that. Animal food, power costs, blah, blah, blah. We are at ongoing expenses of 27k, and we're at income of 27k. That is mad. That is quite mad. We just put so many shops down. How? Is there any... No. I'm really not happy with this. I really am not happy with this. I'm not sure what to do about it, though. We've upped prices. We've gotten some entry prices going for the zoo. We've got some more shops that should be generating income for us. I mean, why are we losing money that badly? I am really not sure. We've got so many visitors in the zoo as well. It's not as though it would be empty, you know. Most of the shops actually have visitors to them now, or not. Is that because there's nobody working in there? Oh yeah, that is the case, because there's nobody working in there. Maybe we should then not go and hire another shopkeeper or two. So, what is actually also an interesting point is I don't think have we allocated shopkeeper working zones? I don't think so. Have we? No, we have. Okay. So you've got like 9 people for this complex out here. 9 people. And there's still an empty that can't... Really? You're absolutely joking. I mean, how is there nobody in the shop? We've got like 5 shops in this. 6. We've got 6 shops. Okay. I suppose what we're going to do is we're going to hire one more vendor. Boom. We're going to have to find out what that vendor is called. What is her name? We've accidentally edited the path. Hello? Maybe when they drop down? Yeah. Vendor status. Why do I not see any name? Oh no, here. Lonnie Rhodes. Okay. Lonnie Rhodes then. We're going to assign to this work zone. So... Where's Lonnie Rhodes? Lonnie Rhodes, you go to work zone 4. And that should hopefully cover that shop so we actually make money from it and it's not empty. You know, that's quite a good thing to have. Now, we've got 2 shops out here in this work zone, which I suppose we're going to need extra staff for too. So, which work zone would that be? Maybe 2? No. That is actually, by the way. Okay. Work zone 3, work zone... Okay. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do, actually, is this. Remove the habitat. Don't quite know how to rename these, actually. But yeah, so we're going to group these in work zone 5. And we're going to group these up here in work zone 6. Just to have some work zones for this kind of stuff. And then, I suppose this person is 5. And this person... No, wait. This person here is also work zone 5. And then these... I'm just going by numbers here, by the way. I mean, the shops get numbered one after another. So work zone 6 should be where our last placed shops, basically. So that's the work zones for that. Now, what we need to do is hire another 4 employees to make sure that these things are continuously staffed, which I'm quite worried may not really help continuously keeping good money inflows happening, to be fair. But it's... if the shops are empty and not really being worked on, that doesn't really help either. I'm really not sure if I don't have too many employees at this point. My employee costs are insanely high, to be fair. And I am really unsure about that part. We've got a lot of employees for just having a few shops and a tiny zoo. I mean, like... This is like... Wait, no. Why is there 9... No. This can really not be the case. I mean, sure, there's 9 buildings, but there's 11. There's 11 vendors in here, and we've got like 5 shops. Why is this one unoccupied? That cannot be the case, honestly. I mean, we've got literally 6 buildings where vendors will have to be active. Why do we need... No, we don't need 11 people, do we? I don't know. I mean, technically, I guess we somewhat do if we want to have it continuously staffed, which... I'm really getting worried about these employee numbers, because, I mean, if we look at the finances of the zoo, right, you will very quickly see that literally our biggest expense ever is staff. That's like literally what we spend the most money on. And we're not really making it better. We really aren't. I'm really not sure what to do there. Dangerous fighting due to incorrect sex ratio. Really? I guess due to the new kitties, or... What do we do there? Female, male, male. That's the alpha male, that's the other male. I guess we could get another female in there. I guess we're going to have to. But I don't have the money, mates. I don't have any money whatsoever. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. I don't like this. She's 10 years old, which is younger than the other one. Oh, gold. 66 points. That would kind of be nice because we wouldn't have to actually pay money. Let's get her. I think that's the better option. And that should hopefully also stop the dangerous fighting then. Now, in terms of money, though, it doesn't really look like we're going the right way with this. And I don't like that there's still animal welfare. You've got to be joking. Welfare 14%. Habitat 2. Temperature 0. Terrain 0. Oh my god, I thought this was fine. Okay. We've got 2.2k, so we may as well fix this real quick. We want a tad bit more soil. Oh, well, the snow. I mean, what do I do about the snow? I mean, the snow just comes in winter. Shall I heat? I guess? Too cold. I think we need heaters in this habitat. That should also fix the rest then, I suppose. Heater. 1, 2, and 3. That should fix this, I hope. Let's see. Whee! Those heating spheres were bigger, I swear. What do you mean? Okay, I guess we build a few more. Whatever. I guess they lose effectiveness towards the outside corners then, but this should fix it. I very much hope. And that should very much fix the animal welfare. I mean, you've got a tad bit of snow here and there, but they should be a lot happier. We do have too little short grass, to be fair. So let's go, though, to the terrain brush and shorten the grass in a few places here. Maybe not have it quite as big. Something like that, you know. Shorten the grass. And there we go. Still don't want any snow, I suppose, but yeah. Still better than what we were at. Animal welfare going up quite a lot. I guess we will need more hard shelter, but we'll take care of that in... Well, no, actually, let's do that now before we forget. We will go for a tad bit more hard shelter. Ideally matching the one we already have. And there we go. Then we will go for a bit of habitat bedding, the large ones ideally. Just to get that done quite quickly. And there we go. Cool. That should be enough hard shelter for them as well now, I hope. Nothing changed. Well, maybe if we hit play. Yes. Beautiful. They were happy again. We did take care of that. What we did not take care of at all is Azu's finances. Still absolutely taking the dump with the finances, but also not quite sure what to do about that. In terms of welfare, by the way, are the other animals fine? I guess the bisons don't care. I guess the wolves and bears will not care either, right? Yeah, I mean, they would want more shelter. Guess because there's more young animals now that have been born, so that makes some sense somewhat, but other than that, it seems fine. So, what I do need to see here is the habitat barriers. Okay, those go all the way around up there. So, what I think we can do, maybe... Oh no, I can't sculpt this again. Oh. We're just going to keep it that way for now. Oh my god. Well, we cannot change that easily. Other than that, I mean, everything else seems quite fine to me except for the finances. They're still not really all that great. Honestly, they're still really not all that great. I'm also kind of wondering how long this will take with a mechanic researching level 1 on these shops. It feels like an absolute eternity for this to get finished currently. I'm wondering if you can see any sort of progress in this. It feels like... No, I'm not sure if you can really see the progress. It doesn't look like it currently. Diseased animal? No, don't be diseased, buddy. Well, snow's gone. Everyone's happy again. That's beautiful. Really? Yeah, this is an issue. We cannot keep going like this. We really can't. We've got an income of 41k. We've got ongoing exp... Why is my... Is that just a jump in general? We've got ongoing expenses of 31k, but an income of 41. So we should, in theory, be making 10k plus year on year. So I'm really not sure why my income is that. Well, not my income, but my budget is that bad. Currently kind of contemplating where I'm going wrong. Because everything in terms of stats is looking quite good. In terms of the finances. Like, this here feels like I'm going the right way. This here doesn't as much. Maybe this is last year, this is... Yeah, I guess this is the current year now? No, it's average. Where do I see... Oh, this is this year. I'm blind. Okay. What is the issue? The issue seems to be that our income, compared to the average years, are a lot lower. Not due to the shop income, but due to donations being a lot lower. Why would the donations be half the amount? Maybe due to the temporary fall in animal welfare or something. Really not sure about the drop in donations there. Other than that, I mean, the last year seems to have been working out completely fine for us. Maybe it's just that there's like a fluctuation in donation amounts or something. Really not sure. We had a very bad first few months there for some reason. The issue is we can really not do much of anything unless we want to take out a loan, but I don't really feel that too much. Also, the loans are really not the highest amounts, so I think we're financially kind of bound to just fast forwarding through this time of trouble. I don't know. The income has still not really surpassed the ongoing expenses. Which, I mean, our ongoing expenses are also a lot higher than the average ones per year. That is probably because we hired more staff. But the thing is that you have to keep in mind that the average year is really not all that representative for us anymore, given the rapid expansion we've had. The last year maybe a bit more. And it doesn't seem like we're really out of whack in terms of ongoing expensive. All too badly. It really more seems like our income is way worse than last year. I'm really not quite sure what the matter would be there. And we're really not doing better for money now either. Is it the visitors or something going down? Are we having too little people in the park? Do we need to, like, mark it or something? Whoopsies. Oh, well, the vet research is done, which is good, I guess. We can keep that going for the antelopes. This is also done, which is good. We can get the mechanic on the transport rides now, which was our original plan. But our finances are looking worse and worse, everyone. I'm wondering if we should up the prices even more in the... But, like, the amount of visitors, I'm not sure what. Where's our ticket sales? And we seem to have about the same amount of ticket sales. At least quarter on quarter. We can't see it. No, we could actually see it year on year. And you can see that it's actually quite the same. Okay, this may be quite helpful. You can see our profit really dipped though. Shops and facilities, bit lower than usual. Ticket sales, well no, staff wages tad bit higher. Power costs are a tad bit higher due to the heaters, I suppose. Well, transport rides we don't have. Construction costs, pretty much zero. Well, loans we don't have. What else is there? Animal food. I guess we always buy animal food towards like the last quarter or the first quarter, so that's why we always have dips in those times in terms of profitability. But I'm really not too sure. The donations are the issue, and I'm not sure why they are going down this much. You can see we had a peak of 6k here. We've went down to 4k that quarter. Now if we get rid of all the other lines so we get a bit more granularity, if we look at the ticket sales in a bit more detail, I mean they seem to have actually gone down more than it looks like. So if you can see here we had like 2k, and this is more like 1k to be honest. Do we only have half the visitors in the park? Where are my visitor statistics? Can I see that somewhere? That's just ratings. I mean, the ratings are actually... The guest happiness has gone down. Why has my guest happiness gone down? I suppose that would be the detrimental issue right there. Oh yeah, look at that. What have we done in terms of guest happiness that people don't like? Oh, the protesters. Is there still protesters somewhere? The zoo feels pretty small. I mean, I can't do much about that. Education? Well, I guess that's just something that's going up over time. Litter. And the staff facility. Okay, we need to tackle some of these issues, I suppose. Where are the protesters at, though? We don't have any more, do we? Animal died. Oh, no. Oh, these guys have... What is going on here? Social health. Group size too large. Okay. What we will have to do in here, then... Oh, yeah, that's a bunch of them. Is we will have to take out a few. The group size. Okay, we can only have one male, one female. I'm not sure why we have that many males, to be honest. Maybe they just got kids or something. I'm not sure. But we will have to get rid of 2 of them. Now the social group is good again and their welfare is going up. So that should get rid of the animal... I had no clue those were there. I'm absolutely blind. But if the animal protesters go, that should already raise happiness, which means more guests. And more guests are quite essential, because I guess that's what impacts profitability. I mean, you can see it here. There's so many less people chilling at the stores. So, I mean, that has effect on everything. On the store profitability, on the donations, on everything. So, that's something we really need to keep a bit more of an eye on. And something that seems to be very easy to break out. And that you really, really need to watch out for. Now, RIP. Zophany. I'm sorry you died, but you had a happy life, I hope. Animal welfare should be good now. Habitat... Dangerous fighting. Barrier status, 15%. Mechanic has already been requested, but apparently he doesn't really feel like coming over today. So that's beautiful. Ooh, little bison. Beautiful. 2, actually. Really not liking this all too much. Now, I mean, we've gotten this taken care of. What we will need to do, I suppose... Well, these guys still need to get taken out. So let's get time playing for a quick second until they're actually out of their habitats. Overall, hopefully these dudes are going to go soon. The low welfare is gone. They're happy. Leave them alone. Yes, they're gone. Beautiful. Okay. So, protesters are gone. I'm not quite sure. Oh, exhibit trading, I guess. Yes. These 2 can't release to wild, so I suppose we're going to sell them for now. Sorry, boys. It's good having you. I'm not allowed to have you anymore. Okay, so that's the welfare protesters gone. Which, looking at the guest happiness, should hopefully raise happiness quite a bit. If 50% are unhappy about it. Zoo feels pretty small. We can't do much about it currently. Litter is disgusting. I'm not sure where that's coming from, to be fair. I'm not sure where there's any littering going on. Maybe there's a heat map for that. Where are the heat maps at again? I'm actually not quite sure. Here. Heat map. There's no heat map for that. I'm not sure where we've got littering going on, because quite frankly, there's literally cans absolutely everywhere. Oh great, this thing is knocked over. Yeah, see, that's an issue that I would hope would be taken care of. There's a knocked over can, there's another knocked over can, and another one. What in the world? Why are cans knocked over? Unacceptable. Okay, well that's hopefully soon going to get taken care of. I don't know, we're really in a bad spot for finances now. We will have to put more effort into finances. I don't really quite know what to say, but this time around I think we're well set up with all the shops, without all the money making in general. What we will have to take care of, I think, is on the one hand side maybe a bit of promotion. On the other hand side, we'll also need to make sure that our guest happiness goes up to the maximum again, so as many people as possible get in the park, donate for the park, and buy stuff in the park, and we can get into a healthy financial space again. So that's going to be a good bit of work, but it is going to be a good bit of work that we will have to take on the next time. So I hope you all enjoyed this one, despite me being a bit blind there for a quick second. Luckily, we've found out, and hopefully we will move on now with that. And if you did enjoy the episode, of course, make sure to hit that like button down below, please. It would help out a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. With all that out of the way though, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next one very soon. Ciao.